In the ever-evolving landscape of pop music and literary adaptations, Charli XCX has once again proven herself to be a visionary force, blending the raw emotional turbulence of Emily Bronte's timeless novel Wuthering Heights with her signature hyperpop edge. The British singer-songwriter, known for her unapologetic exploration of vulnerability, desire and cultural rebellion, has dropped a bombshell that has sent shockwaves through her dedicated fanbase and the entertainment world alike. Without any prior fanfare or teaser campaigns, hallmarks of the meticulously orchestrated releases that dominate today's music industry, Charli surprised everyone with the sudden release of her new single, Chains of Love. This track, crafted specifically for Emerald Fennell's highly anticipated film adaptation of Bronte's Gothic masterpiece, marks not just a one-off contribution but the gateway to an entire 12-song original album titled Wuthering Heights. The announcement, shared intimately through her Instagram platform, feels like a clandestine whisper amid the roar of social media, inviting fans into a world where 19th-century Moors collide with 21st-century synths. Charli XCX, born Charlotte Emma Atchison, has long been a chameleon in the music scene, shape-shifting from the bubbly electropop of her early mixtapes to the avant-garde experimentation of her breakthrough albums like Sucker and Charlie. At 33, she stands at the pinnacle of her career, having collaborated with icons from Troye Sivan to the late Sophie, whose influence lingers like a haunting echo in her productions. Her decision to infuse Bronte's stormy tale of Heathcliff and Catherine's obsessive love with her own sonic palette is a masterstroke of artistic synergy. Chains of Love bursts forth with pulsating bass lines that evoke the wild winds of the Yorkshire moors, layered over Charli's breathy vocals that twist between ethereal longing and defiant rage. Lyrics like fragmented diary entries, whispers of bound by invisible threads, and echoes in the heather capture the novel's themes of entrapment and transcendence, reimagined through the lens of modern queer identity and emotional labor. It's not mere soundtrack fodder. It's a declaration that Charli sees herself as the modern-day bard of broken hearts, translating Bronte's prose into anthems for the TikTok generation. The single's unannounced drop is quintessential Charli, impulsive, rebellious, and deeply personal. Fans, accustomed to her cryptic social media puzzles and surprise EPs, were nonetheless caught off guard. Streaming platforms lit up overnight as listeners dissected every warped vocal sample and glitchy breakdown, drawing parallels to her earlier work on Crash or the raw intimacy of How I'm Feeling Now. But the real revelation came in the accompanying caption, where Charli revealed the full scope of her involvement. Wuthering Heights, the album, promises 12 original tracks, each a sonic vignette inspired by the novel's labyrinthine narrative. From the feverish duets that mirror Heathcliff's tormented passion to ambient interludes that mimic the desolate isolation of the Earnshaw estate, this project positions Charli as a composer unafraid to wrestle with literary giants. The album's release date, aligned precisely with the film's premiere, suggests a multimedia extravaganza where music and cinema bleed into one another, much like the inseparable fates of Bronte's protagonists. Emerald Fennell, the director behind this adaptation, brings her own pedigree of sharp, subversive storytelling to the table. Known for the razor-edged thrillers Promising Young Woman and Saltbin, Fennell has a knack for excavating the dark underbelly of privilege and desire, qualities that make her the perfect steward for Wuthering Heights. Her casting choices alone are a stroke of genius. Margot Robbie as the fiery, untamed Catherine Earnshaw, channeling her Barbie charisma into a woman torn between societal chains and primal urges, and Jacob Elordi as the brooding Heathcliff, his euphoria-honed intensity promising a performance that simmers with barely contained fury. Fennell's vision reportedly leans into the novel's class warfare and supernatural undertones, with lavish period sets that contrast the opulent interiors of Thrushcross Grange against the savage beauty of the moors. Charli's soundtrack elevates this further, providing an auditory bridge between Victorian restraint and contemporary chaos. In interviews prior to the announcement, Fennell hinted at wanting a score that feels like falling in love on acid, a description that aligns seamlessly with Charli's glitch pop aesthetic. The fan response has been nothing short of ecstatic, a digital bonfire of hype that underscores Charli's cult-like following. Scrolling through the comments section of her Instagram post is like eavesdropping on a midnight coven. One devotee proclaimed, "It's giving true romance but with the 2025 budget, we won," invoking the sultry, narrative-driven allure of Charli's 2013 album True Romance while nodding to the high-production polish expected from a Fennell project. Another enthused, "We're getting romantic and gothic as hell, thank God," capturing the thrill of merging Bronte's romanticism with Charli's gothic hyperpop flair. Think crimson lips smeared against fog-shrouded cliffs, or silk gowns torn in a synth storm. Shouts of "so excited" and what I didn't know it was a whole album" reflect the raw surprise, while deeper dives like "I've been waiting for this" reveal long simmering anticipation among those who caught wind of Charli's studio sessions months ago. These reactions aren't just noise, they're a testament to how Charli fosters community, turning passive listeners into active participants in her myth-making. Delving deeper into the creative process behind Chains of Love, it's clear this isn't a rushed tie-in but a labor of love born from late-night script reads and feverish brainstorming. Charli has spoken in past podcasts about her affinity for literature as a blueprint for chaos, citing influences from Sylvia Plath to Virginia Woolf. For this project, she immersed herself in Bronte's world, reportedly visiting the actual Haworth parsonage in West Yorkshire to absorb the Bronte sisters' haunting legacy. The single's production, helmed by longtime collaborator A.G. Cook, features field recordings of windswept grasses and distant thunder, grounding the electronic pulses in organic grit. Lyrically, it's a tapestry of restraint and release. Verses build like Catherine's fever dreams, all fragmented pleas and shadowed confessions, before exploding into a chorus that demands liberation. Break these chains, let the wild winds claim. Critics early on are already buzzing, with previews suggesting it could rival the emotional gut punch of Lana Del Rey's literary odes, but with Charli's sharper, more confrontational bite. As the album's February rollout approaches, speculation runs rampant about its tracklist and themes. Will there be a Heathcliff-centric banger, pulsing with a Lordi's on-screen menace? Or a Catherine-led ballad that Robbie could lip-sync in a pivotal scene? Charli's history of thematic cohesion, Brat's Neon Nights of Hedonism,